Okay, so transitional terms are very common on standardized tests, and you have to, when you see these as answer choices, right, transitional terms, right, you have to make sure you read the sentence before and then the sentence that's after, right? Because we want, unless we know the context of this sentence and then the sentence that this word is in, then we don't know what word we need, right? So these look like they're going to be grammar questions, but they're really not. Okay, so try to read the sentence before, or not try to, do read the sentence before and kind of summarize it to yourself, right? So what do we have? We have the CEO realigned goals, right, and increased revenues. So the CEO did what? Realigned goals and increased revenues, right? Then the next sentence is something, tireless efforts, right? She brought the company back to profitability. So the CEO did these things, and then the company became profitable, right? So basically, because of A, then B, right? So we don't want to say despite these tireless efforts, because despite would suggest that even though she increased revenues, the company was brought back to profitability. But because of A, it led to B. So if we're increasing revenues, then it's resulting in B, not saying despite that happening. So A is going to be gone, right? And B would make sense, though, right? Because it's like because of these efforts, right, realigning goals and increasing revenues, because of that, the company's going to be profitable. So I'm going to keep B. However, also is going to, whoever does the same thing as despite, but it's even worse because it would have like a comma here, and that would actually be grammatically correct, because you would say, however, comma, these tireless efforts, comma, she brought, and you wouldn't want that, right? Because basically you need a word here that's going to make this a dependent clause because of this comma here. And then regardless of these tireless efforts is also the same thing as saying like despite. So D is wrong, and we'll be left with answer choice B. So when you see transitional terms on the tests, you can actually cross off things that are synonyms, and like despite and regardless of are synonyms, right? C, the however does the same thing, except for, again, the comma would make it a little different. So we're left with answer choice B.